Hi, again, this is Mr. Ramos. I'm going to be going over this problem um, for AP Calculus AB, dealing with trigonometry, product rule, and chain rule. So the problem is we want to find the equation of the line tangent to the graph of y is equal to x times tan squared of x at x equals to 3 pi over 4. So we're going to start a problem by finding the slope of our line, and to do this we're going to differentiate our equation. Now when we differentiate our equation, we need to make sure we go ahead and apply all the rules that we've learned so far. Because this is a product of two functions, x and tan squared of x, we need to apply the product rule, which says that the derivative of a product of two functions is equal to the left function, which is x, times the derivative of the right function. So we're going to derive tan squared of x. Now when we derive tan squared of x, we need to apply the chain rule because it's a function within a function. So we're going to start by deriving the outer function, which is the squared function. So to do that, we use the power rule. So we have 2 tan of x. But then we have to derive the inner function, tan of x. And what we get is we end up with the square of secant. So the derivative of tan squared of x is going to be 2 tan of x secant squared of x. Now, carrying on from the product rule, we then go ahead and add on the right function, tan squared of x, multiplied by the derivative of the right function, which would just be derivative of the left function, which would just be 1. Now, because we're looking for the equation of the line at a particular value, at x equals to 3 pi over 4, we're going to go ahead and evaluate our derivative for this value here. So we're going to plug in 3 pi over 4 everywhere we see x. Alright, so now the rest is just simplifying. So we'd end up with 3 pi over 4 times 2. Tan of 3 pi over 4 is -1. Secant squared of 3 pi over 4. Sine of 3 pi over 4, cosine of 3 pi over 4 is negative square root of 2 over 2. Taking the reciprocal of that, we get negative radical 2, and squaring that, we'd end up with positive 2. To that, we want to go ahead and add the square of tan 3 pi over 4, which just comes out to 1. So what we'd end up with is we'd end up with negative 3 pi plus 1 for our derivative. And so this is going to be our slope. Of our tangent line. Now, in addition to knowing the slope of our tangent line, we also do need to know a point on the tangent line. And so we need to find the y value corresponding with the x value 3 pi over 4. So we're going to go ahead and figure that out. So y of 3 pi over 4 is going to be 3 pi over 4 times tangent squared of 3 pi over 4. So you get 3 pi over 4 times 1. Therefore, this is just going to be 3 pi over 4. Alright, so we then plug in all our information into point slope 1. So we have y minus 3 pi over 4 is equal to our slope, negative 3 pi plus 1 times x minus 3 pi over 4. And there you have it. This is our equation of the line that's going to be tangent to the graph at x equals 3 pi over 4.